¿Qué tal, amigos de Vereda Visión Deportes? Nos encontramos en la ciudad de Columbus, Ohio. Este es un día histórico para el Columbus Crew SC de esta localidad. Este día se realiza la ceremonia del groundbreaking de lo que será el nuevo estadio de dicha institución. Este es el ambiente que se vive aquí en este lugar. Vemos los aficionados, habrán directivos, habrán jugadores y sobre todo gran algarabía por lo que será la primera ceremonia de lo que será la construcción del nuevo estadio del Columbus Crew SC aquí en la ciudad de Columbus. Acompáñenos para llevarles y traerles y mostrarles todos los detalles de esta ceremonia.
Here we are today. But we wouldn't be here without our great Lieutenant Governor John Husted, the Edwards and Haslam families, Commissioner Brown and the Franklin County Commissioners, our Council President and members of City Council, Auditor Kilgore, City Attorney Klein. Like everything in Columbus, we can achieve great things when we all work together. What a great day here in the future site of the new Columbus Crew Stadium. I'm grateful to the Haslam and Edwards families and to all that have helped make today possible. I've always said from the beginning that the city's commitment to the Crew goes beyond soccer, though we cannot underestimate that keeping this team here, what it does for this community.
I think it's been a lot of hard work by a lot of good people. You know, it's the Columbus way. Everybody went together, public-private partnership that worked really well. You see it over and over here in Columbus. I think it's a fantastic way to do business. It's wonderful how you're able to get so many things accomplished and have a thriving city.
The Columbus Crew has always been about family, and the family was in crisis for a moment. And I have to say that a club is not just a C they put on the end of a name just to make it look good or make it sound good. A football club, a soccer club is about family. And this family had to bind together at a moment that there was a chance this family wasn't going to continue. And it was the people that support us every single day, the good and the bad, the rain, the snow, a lot of it here. The sunny days like this, I can't tell you what it meant to be on that field with a band of brothers, and some of them are here. I see Dante, I saw Frankie, Tom Prestis, Mazonoff was here. I mean, these guys are forever a part of my life, but we needed you so many times, and you were there for us, and this club needed you, and you stepped up, and saving the Crew was about the people on this stage saying, we hear you.
A great day for the city of Columbus. You know, this is our 20th groundbreaking for an MLS stadium. In the next couple of years, that'll grow to 25. So when you think about the first stadium ever built in our league was built here in Columbus. Now, 20 years later, we're breaking ground on our 20th stadium. So hats off to the Haslam and Edwards family and to the mayor and the support from all the other public officials here in town.
What we can do as a community, coming together like this to celebrate all of us in Franklin County, in Columbus, everybody coming together for a purpose larger than ourselves. That's what we do in Franklin County. That's what we do in Columbus. That's what you've done, all of you. And I saw the home banner that you've got. Yeah, this is home.
Fantastic. That blew away our estimates. I mean, we knew we were going to have a fantastic crowd, but 4,300, that'll fill up one side of the stadium, or at least partially. Certainly the supporter section. But it means a lot to the club after what these fans have gone through over the last sort of 2 years, and for it to culminate, at least at this point, in the groundbreaking. It was a fantastic day. Obviously, we have a ways to go before the stadium is completed, but it was really symbolic of where this city's heading, and we feel like the design of the stadium represents a modern, vibrant Columbus, and we want to, as a club, shepherd the city into a global stage, and we certainly did that today with this event and our support. The Haslam and Edwards families were pivotal to where we are today. So just an exciting future, and We have a year to go. We're going to take this offseason to strengthen the roster. But today obviously bodes well for the future of this club.
You know, this is a team sport, team effort. But in every athletic competition, there comes a time in a big game where you don't know whether you're going to win or not. And it takes the character of people who say, I am not going to lose this game. I am not going to let this happen. That we are going to achieve victory. And I know that the mayor in the city of Columbus were like that. I know that Alex Fisher, I saw him, Alex Fisher of the Columbus Crew, wasn't going to let this fail. And then you have all-stars that step up, like Pete Edwards and the Edwards family.
I think we addressed it, you know, it's a great public-private partnership. Our families are we want to make sure it's a perfect stadium, so we've all worked really hard. It's just not a stadium. Everybody talks about just being a stadium where the crew plays, but this is really finishing out a development that had to happen in Columbus. So you're talking about living spaces, commercial buildings, you're talking about a park-like setting, you're talking about a plaza that can have dozens and dozens of events all the time. We hope to activate it all the time. So we talk about it just being a stadium, but then there's so much more, and we haven't even talked about Matt Free and the training facility and the community center out there. So it goes on, kind of the impact it's going to have on.
They worked harder and smarter and longer hours than anyone else to support this project. Not without you, Alex and Steve. I want to thank Commissioner Garber, because his patience and his judgment and his love of the game allowed a conflict to turn into a celebration. Not without you, Don. I too want to thank the city, the county, and the state officials that have trust and commitment to community in their hearts. And without that, our project never would have happened. Not without you all.
Well, I think the league recognized that a downtown stadium was the turning point in many other MLS markets, like Kansas City. So a new stadium is really important because we're committed to a fan experience that is beyond excellent, and part of that is the facility itself. So we're committed to making our fan environment the best we can, and the stadium is a big part of that. Now, winning on the field is the biggest part of that, and we want to do both.
Had to manage through, and that was the complicated effort to try to find a way that this team would be where we are today. And a couple of people that I want to thank, and it starts with Alex Fisher. I don't think there was a person that I didn't get along with more in my life than Alex. And I don't think there's a person, public official, that I've ever dealt with anywhere in the country who I have more respect for than you, Alex. You did a great job, and you really should get a lot of credit for where we are today.
Here to celebrate. It has been a long, hard road to get here today, but this is really about our future. And so we've worked really hard on thinking about this stadium to build a unique, iconic, dynamic, vibrant stadium that reflects what Columbus is all about and also reflects our fans. So we spent a lot of time thinking about what it looks like, and I think it's pretty ominous, and hopefully the coaches think so too, and we play that way. And also we want to take care of our great fans, and so we thought about how we cover the fans, not only to protect them from the elements, because we're okay with the elements, we do that all the time, but also to create a very loud stadium because we know it is an advantage.
Columbus's can-do attitude. Almost exactly 2 years ago, someone tried to take our club away from Columbus. He tried to move the Crew from only city that its club has ever known. 5 days later, over 2,000 Crews fans gathered at City Hall, showing the world that the efforts to save the Crew had just begun.